Okay, so I have made a quick video, to show how I'm going to increase the space on my mobile phone. So on my cell phone, I actually have a constraint of space. I'm using the Redmi 3S Prime, and the challenge of this phone is that it has uh, two SIM slots, which is a hybrid SIM slot, which means I cannot use a memory card unless I only use one SIM card. So that was a constraint. I saw a lot of videos online about this particular device or gadget, and I decided to order it. So I've ordered it from Amazon, and uh, as you can see, I've ordered for a class 10 memory card, which is a 32 GB. I got this for a very good deal. I got it for around 600 rupees shipped, which is very nice. So yeah, I will be using this card within my phone to expand its memory, but I will be also using this particular um, gadget or device. So if you see, uh, this is actually uh, a device or a gadget that I can use along with my existing hybrid slot, which will permit me to use a second SIM as well as a micro SD card. So yeah, I will try putting this into my phone, and I will try to record even a video on how I'm doing it, and I will post it, the entire process on how easy or difficult it is. It seems pretty easy, but let's have a look at it. And as you can see, it it is always recommended that you also have this rubberized casing, because once this is inserted, you'll have this part, okay, which will be outside your SIM tray. So which means you need to go ahead and ensure that it is, put somewhere under this particular case, or it is, hidden under this case. So let's go ahead, and I will go ahead and do these inserting of this, as well as putting in this new 32 GB class 10 micro SD card in my phone to increase its space, and I will keep you updated on that. All right. So this is a quick video on this particular device, and see you in the next video. All right. All right, everyone. So this is the part where I actually insert this particular device into a hybrid uh, multi-SIM slot, which is available on my Redmi device. So like I said in the last video, um, that my current SIM tray only supports either two SIM cards or one SIM card and a micro SD card. Now I have two SIM cards that I need to use. One is specifically for data, and one is has got a very good voice plan. So both of these numbers are in use right now. So I was in a predicament to how can I increase the space on my mobile phone. Now this is a Redmi 3S Prime. It's almost in spec similar to the Redmi 4. It has 32 GB of internal memory and 3 GB of RAM. So I'm very happy with the kind of performance that this phone has. However, I'm running out of space on this phone. So I just want to increase its space. So I have got this class 10 memory card from SanDisk, and with hopes of increasing the memory. But I can't do it directly because it will require me to go ahead and uh, you know use because if I do so, I will not be able to go ahead and use the SIM card, the second SIM card as is. So what I did was, from Amazon, I went ahead and ordered this particular device, which will permit me to use a second SIM card. As you can see, this contact is wafer thin, in fact even thinner than a normal wafer, but so this will lie on top of my existing card as so, and these connectors will connect to this part, where I can connect my SIM card on the outside. Now, if you're planning to do this, I would recommend that you have some sort of a case to use. So I am currently using this one. So I have a review of this as well on my channel. If you want to have a look at it, do have a look at it. It's a very nice case, and it has got good option of grip as well. So let's go ahead and try to do this. And since I'm using a camera right now, I'll try to do this with one hand and see how easy it is to do it, or how difficult it is. Now this is a SIM card that would be SIM 1, which is using the 4G network. And this second SIM which I have is an Airtel. Even though it's a 4G SIM, I'm primarily using it as my daily driver for making calls. So what I'll do right now is I will take the micro SD card, and I have to place it as so here. So it is quite a snug fit. Okay, so this is how I would be able to use it if I was using it with a single SIM. So as you can see, the challenge here is, I don't know why mobile phone brands do not provide you separate SIM card slots, and they make do with this kind of a hybrid tray. So now what I will do is I will place this here, and all I'll do is insert it inside my phone. So I will use both of my hands and do that, and I will pause the video in between. Alright, so I have inserted my SIM card as well as my memory card in this mobile phone of mine. So as you can see, the second SIM is dangling out here. So it is pretty flimsy, and you need to take good care of it. That's the reason why I would recommend you use this kind of a case. So what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to put it right here, and then I would put the case on top of it. So I would also recommend you put some sort of a tape here, maybe a scotch tape or some sort of a tape that will prevent this from scratching this metal back here. Okay, so that's my recommendation. So what I will do is I'll put this here, and I'll definitely go ahead and start up this phone as well. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put it inside this case. Okay, put the case on top, and then we will start up the phone. All right, and see, that would be the moment of truth if it's actually working or not. All right, so overall it seems pretty good. Okay, better than buying another phone or with higher memory. It's pretty reasonable. I paid around 160 rupees. In the local markets you may get it cheaper, but then again I didn't want to get something that does not work. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. All right. All right, so I've inserted this, and let's start up the phone and see the moment of truth, whether this particular setup is working or not. So as you can see, it's taking some time on the logo. So I have put an Airtel 4G SIM here. I'm not going to be using a 4G network on this though. And I have a Geo 4G SIM card in the first SIM tray. And what I'm going to do, they are two separate providers. So it's interesting to see when it boots up whether we would be able to detect both of the SIM cards as well as the memory card. So if we look at this, wow, so it is detecting both of my SIM cards. So it is showing Airtel, which is this SIM card, and it's also showing Geo 4G, which is the SIM card 1. So let me use my fingerprint and unlock this phone. Okay, so the first time you have to use a password, I guess. So let me just quickly do that. Okay, so I've unlocked the phone. Now let's see if it has detected my micro SD card as well. So it should be a 32 GB micro SD card, which it should detect. So let's go to storage. And yes, it has detected it. So I had barely 500-600 megabytes of space remaining, and now it shows 57.66 GB. So let's see if it actually, so I have, it shows SD card as well as it does show internal storage. So there you go, guys. We have tested this out and it does work. All right, so this particular I was a little skeptical whether this small flimsy thing would work, but it does work. So now I'm effectively using two SIM cards along with a micro SD card on a hybrid SIM slot. Yeah, we had to use a little bit of an extra device like this, or jugaad as you may call it in India. But there you go, guys. I'm really happy with the outcome. So for a limited price, I can use both my SIM cards as well as an extended memory without any uh, kind of modification to my phone. Yes, I will be using this case, and this particular device will be folded up here, and I would put this case on top of it so it would be not visible to anyone. So thank you everyone for having a look at this video, and do like this video if you feel it was helpful or has given you any information that you liked. Do share this video if you feel it was interesting, and do subscribe to my channel where I make a few videos which are of interest to me, and I feel it's worth sharing with you guys. So thank you everyone for joining me in this video. See you in the next one. God bless and have a great day. Goodbye.